Tactical nuke incoming!
Out the cap.
Well, yo, I was at a family barbecue.
LNC, we have an impromptu exclusive. All hands on deck, because this shit about to go down. It's about to go down. Pull the fuck up. I move weird, but it gets results. I just be wanting somebody to I just be like, bro, if all I gotta do is get you to listen to me for real one time, and your whole perspective of this entire community changes. It sucks. It's like I'm like Morpheus. I'm the Morpheus of the Big Brother community. And Neo, all wrapped in one. Yes, I'm black. I gotta be better. That's racist, Shay. Yes. Oh, the trolls gotta put some work in before they can say anything. So, we'll have a 20-minute head start on you. And then we'll be waiting. We are less than 2 minutes away. All we be trying to show people is they be lying. It's just that simple. I gotta be honest, Derek Price said the greatest thing a Big Brother player ever said in here that I gotta go back and screen cap for promotion purposes. How do you guys know all of this? How do you know all of this? Unrivaled coverage. Do the unrivaled research, because I got a motherfucking unrivaled squad. Shout out to the Real Late Night Crew. Aha. Plain and simple, Eddie. Hashtag they be lying. They be lying. What up, Nopper? What's up, Charles, Rhonda? And say what's up to your boy. Now's the time, because we about to get into it. Bubba. We get results. And everybody loves us in the end. It's always funny because when people first fuck with us, they got to get to that initial hate. Because that's how you get people to respond. People will respond eat faster if they get mad at you. And then when I talk to them, like, look, I understand why you mad. You can be mad at me for that. But look, I had to get your attention for this. Ta-da. Raider Bay. It's been a long time coming, Raider Bay. I hope you was happy today. I hope you were happy today. I'm not, and you know I don't even sit that. You know we go back and forth, fuck around, all shit. You know I'm dead ass right now. If you watch the percolator video, Ray didn't even roll on him in the percolator video. She said, I've never done CrossFit. Is this what this is? Today was a happy day for Ray. Man, Ray would have... Hey, somebody would have caught the fade if Ray would have missed today on some bullshit. Alright, it says it's live. Let's go into it. Oh, there we go.
make sure I'm not hooked up to nothing. Okay, I gotta wave, so I guess you guys can hear me. Well, happy Memorial Day weekend, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great day. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I'm here, okay, because I feel like I've learned a lot recently. I usually don't, read into things. I don't watch a lot of these videos that people are always telling me, like, so-and-so said this and this person said that. I want to first start by saying I love everyone in my cookout family. We have all talked, we have all built, we have all... Welcome to your telephone, bitch. If I was ever to the point that I might have offended, the women or anybody, I made sure to address those things. And I'm very close with all of them. Now, I understand this is how social media is. You're not going to please everyone. Everyone's not always going to be happy. This is not my way of, trying to bring light to something because BB24 is coming up. To be honest, I don't even think I'm going to barely even talk about BB24. Just because of the fact that I don't want to have any backlash on if I say anything, because everyone is so opinionated when I say something. I had a friend, I do call a friend, who's Shay, from the Late Night Crew. He showed me a lot of videos that I did not know about. Now, the reason why I am addressing and saying stuff now is because, damn, these are things I really did not know that someone was saying so many things and painting out scenarios and not really getting the whole story or picking and choosing what they want to fucking say. To me, that's not cool. I understand everyone's job as a blogger or a podcaster is to shed light on what they want to do or what they want to say and pick and choose. But I think the problem is when you sit there and paint someone out to be this villain, to paint somebody out to be this, like, woman hater or, things like that, it blows my mind that someone can say that and then everyone listens to it. Now, I understand people are going to have their opinions on how they feel because some people are obsessed with some of, these players that play on these reality shows that they don't see nothing but what they believe in. Sometimes you have to take yourself out of the reality TV world and take the time to sit back and look at it in real world. We have cameras that are watching us all the time. We're not perfect. I know if I put a camera in everyone else's house, there's going to be some things that I don't think people want people to see or hear. And that's just how life is. I'm not here to make my wrongs right. I think for me was when you see a video of someone actually bringing you receipts. No one's ever brought me receipts. I usually find the receipts on my own. But someone brought me not just one, like a whole media library of videos of a person saying all these things about me and how I am. But it's not just about gameplay. It's that you pick what you heard from a conversation and then you paint the scenario and then you put words in my mouth when you didn't get the whole story. That's what really made me a little bit uncomfortable. And I just wanted to kind of just come on here, maybe answer some questions. I'm always going to say what's on my mind, and that's just me. A lot of people might not like that. Some people might like that. I can't please everybody. I told everybody what I was going on the show for, to fight for my mother. I do not hate women. I do not hate people. I might not like you. That's just what it is. But I have made sure to make all my wrongs right. But even though this video some of these videos are old. I learned a lot in about an hour that I did not know. I didn't know how severe I was getting dragged by one person and people that were listening or supporting and things like that. I mean, it kind of definitely makes a lot of sense of why I got so much hate. Leaving the Big Brother house, I know I definitely said some things I should have never said, and I was like, damn, I should have never said that. I probably should have worded it a little differently. But when you have someone who just paints you out to be this person, they never show the good stuff of you explaining, hey, my bad, or hey, you know what, I didn't mean it like that. So it was just interesting to hear after all these months, because unfortunately, if you're not, someone who's verified or someone who I know personally from the show, or someone tells me, hey, this is someone you should talk to, I don't really pay attention. I really didn't even know who this person was until probably when I got out the Big Brother house, and my roommates explained to me. I didn't even know who they were. But recently watching these videos and learning so much, I just feel like I never got a chance to speak up or talk, for myself, or have anyone ask me questions. So this is not a bash session. This is more of a, what can I answer that I think people are never got a chance to ask, or what did I mean by, or what did I say, and things like that. So, yeah, I'm always here to, let's see if we have any questions. And of course, I mean, I know there's going to be people on here that are going to tell me to go fuck myself or yell or whatever, and that's just what it is. So, I do have a friend here who I'm excited to ask questions and for me to answer them, and also ask me how I feel about certain situations that I did not know or wasn't able to address, because I really am good at ignoring a lot. So, all right, let's see. Who's this first person? And let's see, how do I do this again? Hold on 1 second. Okay. Hello? Hello? Okay.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How's your Saturday going?
Oh, I'm having a lazy Saturday, so it's fabulous.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Do you have any questions or anything I can answer?
Yeah, first of all, I actually loved watching you, and I'm in no way a hater.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate that you tell things like it is, and some people are just extra sensitive, I guess. But
yeah, and I'm not, and I will say this: I'm not perfect. I've known I've said some things that can hit people or a community in the wrong way, but I always made sure to address them, apologize, and do what's right, because I'm not this vindictive, mean person, but I think for me right now, I'm kind of just, am I a little upset? Yeah. When someone brings you a lot of receipts with timestamps and dates and things that you didn't even know was out there, you're kind of like, whoa. A lot was brought to my attention in the last hour. So, but I just want to say thank you so much. And, I hope that the next group of kids that go on BB learn to I guess you got to really break down everything you say in the camera, or people are going to hold you to a stake. So I definitely learned that for sure.
that, I want to go on Big Brother one day, but that is probably one of the hardest parts about it. And first of all, I'm totally unaware of whatever receipts or what is going on. But my question is, I know you want to go on reality TV again.
Yes.
And I totally am in full support of that.
Yeah.
With that said, if the opportunity arose, would you go back on Big Brother?
Would I go back on Big Brother?
Yes.
I would. Just because of the fact that I know there's people out there that do love, you know, who I am and the game I played and the person I am, that I would do it because I enjoy entertaining. I know I say what's on my mind and some people don't really understand that. You know, especially me being a gay black male, you know, I fall in my own category with, you know, with the gays, and, you know, it's a different type of lifestyle and how gays talk in our community. But I think if I go back and do Big Brother, I'm going to have to literally, you know, I would want to play the game, but I'm going to probably be more focused on explaining why I told this lie and what I'm doing every second to a camera, so I don't have to deal with people who don't really understand the game that I played, if that makes sense. Like that's what kind of makes me a little bit nervous about going back, because I'm be so worried about
Why it says blocked,
let me
I
make
don't
sure
know.
I break this down for somebody before
really
they sit
don't.
there and think I meant this, or, you know, I'm this type of person. Like that's what kind of worries me. But I would do it. I would definitely do it for All Stars. I don't know if I would go back and do a regular season. I would have to go back to All Stars where there's some people on there that have already done it.
Yeah, and I would fully support that 100%.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Or is there any other questions I can answer for you?
Well, I really don't know what's been going on
I think we're gonna get to that in a little bit with
Okay.
A friend of mine, and, you know, he's going to probably break it down and ask some questions, because there was a lot of videos I just watched that I think when you see them and then when you hear people who actually, like, you know, when we have the live feeds on, and people usually watch and listen to people that they're obsessed with. So if, you know, I'm going to give you an example, because y'all know how I love Hannah so much. Hannah's on the screen. So everyone who loves Hannah is going to make sure they clip every little thing that Hannah says. So when somebody sits there and says that Hannah didn't say that, it's like they have a clip ready to go to explain, to back up Hannah. Where when it came to my gameplay and the things that I did, I felt like no one ever had clips or had things to be able to say, oh, Big D did do this, and he did say that. And for the first time ever, I was actually able to sit down tonight on a Saturday and be able to watch so many things that I go, wow, I didn't even know someone caught that conversation, because everyone kept telling me, we don't know what you're talking about, Big D. You never said that. And then when someone shows me that I said that, I'm like, okay, so here's the receipts that I've been looking for to explain a lot. So, but I think we'll get to that in a little bit. I think we will.
Oh, perfect.
Okay?
Also, hi, Hannah.
Well, it was very nice talking to you, okay?
Thank you so much,
right.
Derek.
No problem. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Sherry, you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing, Derek?
You know what? First of all, let me just say I appreciate all the hard work that you and the LNC crew does. I appreciate it a lot. You know, there was a lot that was brought to my attention that I did not know. And, you know, of course, we understand a lot of this stuff is a year ago. You know, a lot of this stuff is old. We get that. But some of the things were new to me that I did not know. And that's why when I was sitting there, it was very refreshing to see things that you go, okay, that makes sense. Oh, you caught that conversation that I've been trying to figure out why no one knows about? You know, there were so many things that it was very refreshing to hear and to see. And then, of course, you know, like I said, I'm not here to, let me first say this. I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not here to fight with members of my cast. That's not the case at all, because, you know, I do love my Cookout family. You know, we went through a lot together. We have got to this point of where, you know, we are very close. but I am here to answer some things or address some things that I was kind of like, whoa, okay.
Well, I don't. I'm not gonna. I don't want to call names. I don't want to do that because this isn't.
I appreciate that.
I want to say this. The official stance of the Real Late Night Crew is, we are not here to take aim at anybody specifically. All we're gonna do is explain a narrative that has been pushed throughout in general.
Right.
If you fit, you fit. If you don't, you don't. What we've seen and what we've been able to show Derek consistently over the entire time he was in the house was, it wasn't just that people didn't like Derek or whatever, because that's not our job. Our job is to not make anybody like anybody. We just show everything on the facts based on the timestamps of everything going on in that house. And we consistently seen time and time again multiple outlets reporting things that outright did not happen. Derek Frazier outright did not say. I mean, just a continuous driven narrative of the women. He hates women. He don't like women. He's a misogynist. This, and this. I even saw it driven to, like, once Hannah and certain other members of the cookout were out of the house, they made sure to be in these interviews driving this narrative of Derek being a misogynist. And that's where our problem came in. We're not here to try to make anybody fans of anybody.
Let me say this, Shay. You know what? I'm not even, I already, you know what? Me saying the word bitch 100% is offensive to women. And I understand that. So I can understand why, members in my family that I call them the cookout will do interviews and say that, because that's what they received, if that makes sense. Like,
of
they will
course
receive clips and they will receive things that were shown to them to allow them to, when they do these interviews. And also they're women, and I understand women empowerment. I understand as black women, I completely understand that yes, you must speak up for your community, and you must speak out and say things. I 100% understand.
Well, let me say
and
this right quick, Derek. Let me just insert this right in where you're at right there. I just want to say that one of our main things was, okay, you mad at Derek Frazier for calling a bitch. We okay with that. We understand you being offended by that. But the biggest problem would be no one, and I will repeat, no one would ever explain why you even felt that way in the first place. Not one place.
Right. And you know what? The thing about it is that was something where it was hard for me at the time, and I had to understand where they were coming from and then where I was coming from. And I will say this, it's definitely nice to have people be able to bring me stuff that I can go, okay, this makes sense, because only thing I'm seeing is all maybe the negative stuff, like after me being mad at someone and going off in the corner and, flipping out, which any normal human being would do when they're mad at somebody, but not keeping in mind that there's a million cameras. I think for me, what gets to me and the things that I wanted to be able to address a lot is one blogger where there was a lot of clips that you showed me that I did not know was being said. Like you said, the story of me being painted out to be a misogynist, which is not true. Big Brother is a game of strategy, numbers.
I'll say this. We have the biggest media in the Big Brother community that sat behind and let Xavier be called a coon without ever telling anybody to stop doing it. Y'all let people call Derek Frazier a coon. Y'all let people call him a misogynist. It's the same thing with Xavier. And I stood up and said, you don't have to like either of the men, but with these massive platforms, why don't y'all stand up one time and say it's not cool to call them men out of their name like this?
Absolutely. And I definitely agree with that. I don't believe in name calling anyway, and if that happened and anyone did that, they should automatically apologize. I think for me was a lot of things that were shown was, and I'm going to get back to it. You know, Big Brother is a game of numbers. We already know how Big Brother's played. We know how things happen over the history. We've had all girl alliances. We've had, you know, all men alliances. We've had 3 alliances, 4 alliances. We've had all different type of alliances. And one thing that stood out to me was it's a number game. It's about who you're with. I think what made me really uncomfortable is the fact that people did not know that me and Xavier made a final 2 on like day 1 going into day 2. We were working together the whole time. And the fact that a lot of people didn't know that, and then when it came on to when it came to the end, and then everyone's just like, well, you know, Big D just skated by. They just kind of dragged them. But I was a part of every conversation. There were so many moves and things that I was doing that were just overlooked and overseen. And that, to me, bothered me. And then to come out the Big Brother house and receive the hate that I did, let me at least say this. You know, me calling Tiffany a bitch was not right. Was I angry at her? Absolutely. Okay? Me as a gay man, that got on my nerves, and I would talk just like anybody else would, but it was not right for me to do that as her being a single mother and her being a black woman. Me and Ozzy fighting at the end, hey, that was not right either. You know, I do care about her, and I love her a lot. Me saying the word like, oh, I ain't really got time for those bitches, that's just how I talk. It was just like how gay men talk. In the gay community, we all talk like that. We call each other bitches, we call each other girl, we call each other everything. And it was nothing on the lines of being disrespectful. And I was talking to the men and being like, oh, we really got to get those bitches out of here because I ain't really got time for them. And to come out the Big Brother house and to deal with so much hate, which I know a lot of people do, but now it's got to the point of still getting hate going into another season. That's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm even going to talk about BB24. I mean, I kind of just want to be like Big Brother as a whole, the community is very toxic. And that's why I'm so, when everyone's like, he wants to be back on TV. Baby, I want to be back on TV on a different show, a different platform, where I don't have to deal with this crowd anymore, because this crowd is not positive at all.
But how come you're not allowed to go back on TV?
If one person, hold on, Shay. If one person says one thing and they make a whole YouTube clip about it, and then they put it on YouTube, and because they're this person that brings factual information over the course of years, they're the goddess of the Big Brother world. Everyone fucking listens to them, and I go, this person doesn't even have the whole fucking story. That's not even how it went down. And that's why I keep trying to remind people over and over again that until you're in the Big Brother house, you're not going to know every little detail. You're not. So it's just crazy to me. And, you know, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you, allow people to ask questions. This is Memorial Day weekend. I want everybody to have a good time. I'm not here to try to get a storyline, especially from
Derek, I want to ask you something.
Yes, please do. Go ahead.
Can you? This is weird, but I really want you to do this. I want you to give a real final 2 resume right now. They don't believe it's true.
Can I tell you something? I actually think about that anytime someone asks me about Big Brother.
Let's hear it.
I definitely did change my speech because of how badly me and X's brotherhood was. Of course, when you look back on it, you know, the cookout, we play with a lot of emotions. That's why it was so real when it came to us. But if I had to give my final 2 speech again, it would be, number 1, I definitely was going to throw a curveball and say, hey guys, I don't think you guys should give Xavier the win because he is a lawyer. He already has money. On top of that, I started the cookout. I did a lot of lying, deceiving. I played games. I came up with, you know, doing the BBC, distraction, entertainment, just to make sure I could just get by without you guys ever at some point wanting to get me out the house, because why would you want to get me out the house when I'm bringing the most entertainment? On top of that, I made sure I can go up as a pod to protect the cookout at any moment. And hey, at the end of the day, I worked with the people that were winning. It was nothing else. But with all the lying and tricking and, you know, putting bugs in people's ear and being a part of all the conversations, that's what got me here today. So I definitely would have said something more in the lines of that, which I, you know, wish I would have said.
You still forgot the coin of destiny.
Right. Oh, that too, the coin of destiny. You know, I threw that to make sure things went the way that Tiffany wanted it to go. You know, there's just so much that there's just so much I wish I would have said. But you know what? I learned in life not to regret.
Right.
I learned in life to move forward. I have also learned where I was wrong at to make those wrongs right. I think what's bothered me, because let me tell you something, Shay. I've been sitting cool as a cucumber. And I've been wanting to talk to you and give you that, you know, exclusive, like, conversation where we can talk everything on the LNC, you know, late night crew and whatnot. But I was so hesitant because I've been trying to, like, if you haven't noticed, which people really do, I've been trying to, like, pull away from, like, Big Brother talk. Because anytime I say something, you're delusional, you're fucking wrong, you're a flop, you're this, you're a misogynist, you're that. And I'm like, there's no use in me speaking, because if I speak, I'm wrong. So it's like I cannot speak. Also, as a black man, I definitely cannot speak, because I don't want to be in the wrong of, you know, feeling like, you know, like I got attacked so badly outside the Big Brother house. I was like, I don't want to speak. There's no use in me speaking. Just keep beating me up. I'll take it, whatever I need to do. So I'm just like at the point where I'm like, I just don't even want to like talk like Big Brother. And I used to love it. Now I'm like, I don't want to talk it. Like, who wants to talk it? It's hard to talk because everyone goes by one narrative. You have people that watch the show, then you got people that watch the live feed, and then you got people that are like, because this person is my favorite, because I'm obsessed with them, because I'm going to make a Stan account, because I'm going to just get clips of them just saying whatever they want to say and nothing of anybody else, I'm right. That to me doesn't sit well. Like, does not sit well. I know Tiffany came up with a plan to, you know, make sure we were all matched in two. Absolutely. But a week prior, me and X had a conversation about, hey, we should, like, match people up. That's all we said. But I can't say that. I can't say that. But I'm just kind of just, you know, I just wanted to come here. Chance, let's just have an open conversation. I'll answer whatever you guys want to answer. You know, Shay did bring, you know, the late night crew brought me some clips of somebody that was saying some.
Bro, look, man, it's Taryn, man. We all know it's Taryn. Taryn Armstrong, he gotta stop just lying like this, man. I don't have, and people, I know a lot of people gonna say that this is me trying to make, bro, I don't want anything they have, for the record. I got my own stuff. I got my own everything. So I don't need anything. I'm just like, to see that the black men out of the house, the first place and second place winner of Big Brother, the first black man to win, literally on the biggest podcast, they called Xavier a flop winner. The first black man to ever win, they called him a flop winner on that show. That type of stuff gotta stop. That ain't cool. Y'all don't have to like none of the black men, and I'm not trying to make it a race thing. I'm just saying, you don't have to like none of the men. You don't have to like anybody, but don't lie on people. That's all I'm saying.
And I 100% understand that. I think for me it was just painting out the narrative of how this 1 week, I'm gonna explain what pissed me off the most. It was the week, if I'm correct, and Shay, please correct me if I'm wrong.
I got you.
The week that I think Xavier won HOH, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, Xavier won HOH this week, okay? Keep in mind, when Frenchie was in the house, I'm like, we got to get rid of a man. A man. M-A-N. Someone with a penis. A man. That's what I said. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is a numbers game. This is also, we all watch Big Brother. We all know how Big Brother is. We all know how it's played out. We have seen alliances. We have seen people, we've seen it all. Okay? I went through a Big Brother boot camp before I went on the show. Okay? I was late to the game finding out about Big Brother. I found out about it 4 years ago. Because my roommate was like, hey, you gotta watch this show. And I was like, cool. I was like, oh, I can do this. Okay? That first week, I said, Frenchie went HOH. I was like, we gotta get a guy out. Okay? Now, remember what Frenchie said. I'm not getting rid of a woman or a minority, okay? Which we all laughed about. It is what it is. You know, that's Frenchie. I said, we gotta get a guy out. Okay? The following week, if I'm correct,
Kylan won.
Kylan won?
Yep.
Kylan won? Thank you. Kylan won, okay? My first thing was to make sure I get in ties with Kylan, okay? Kylan was also friends with people that I was not friends with. I'm not going down my whole track history of what I did. That's not what this is about. That week that Xavier won, okay, for me, we lost Travis. Who went after Travis? I can't even fucking remember. That's how you know I'm not really in.
You said who left after Travis?
Who left after Travis?
Brent on Xavier's HOH.
Okay. Here we go. 2 men just left. Okay. So then that's when I go. All right. To make this fair, we have to get rid of a woman and let that woman be the next person who I knew would be a target for Christian and Alyssa, who was Whitney. I did not trust Whitney, so I knew that she had to go. Also, playing with the cookout, we knew it was a rotation of people that had to go. So that week, yes, I'm campaigning for either Whitney or Sarah Beth to go. And the reason I was like Sarah Beth had to go, she was a threat. Both of them felt like a threat to me, okay? So, in that moment, what makes me really upset is that there's somebody, I don't like to even say the kid's name.
You leaving something out. You're leaving a big thing out.
Hold on, Shay. And you can remind me. I'm just like
to what you're saying right there. You left out the part where you and Xavier had a conversation after that, where Xavier talked to you about we got to get Brent out this week because he's stronger, with Whitney being the second, and you said that sounds like the better idea.
That is true, but keep in mind, you know, I can't remember because I was sleeping a lot. I wasn't part of a lot of conversations. Remember that?
Correct.
Don't ever forget that. I didn't do nothing but sit on the couch and sleep because I knew every conversation. But that's why I'm like sitting here trying to replay things. But this show is, I was like, man, I don't like even talk about it that much. I'm trying my best to move on. I'm trying my best. But this is what killed me when we had this conversation. And I'm gonna open the floor up to questions and whatever anybody wants to answer or say. What killed me was that it had nothing to do with me. Like, I wanted Whitney to be going next, no matter what, her or Sarah Beth. It's a numbers game, okay? Keep in mind, if you rewatch the season, who I love to death, also made it clear that she wanted to come in the house and make a what? A woman's alliance. Where does that put me at?
Out.
I might be gay, but I don't think the women are bringing me in, just like the men might not bring me in. So I'm thinking in my head, we just got rid of 2 men. It is now time to get rid of a woman, and then we can go back and figure it out and see who's next. That's all that was going through my head as a game move. It was nothing as a, oh my God, he hates women. But the way that Taryn put that video together and said how I did that week, it's fucking vile and disgusting. The fact that he painted me out and I watched that, and that was his own video that he put together and made a whole checklist about me, it blew my mind. And I never saw that video until today. So yeah, am I going to be a little bit fucking annoyed? Yeah. And usually, if I have a problem with anybody, fans, podcasters, castmates, guess what I do? I open the floor to talk. I am very good at saying, hey, do you want to have a conversation and let's talk? I talked to this man one time, didn't know who the fuck he was. After we got done doing Big Brother, we had interviews. Okay, we had a bunch of interviews with random people that we don't even know who they are. I talked to him, he was coming at me hard. I was even in the, when you're in the state of mind of like, you just lived in the house for 3.5 months, you still don't have your mind together. Half of the shit, I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to get these interviews done so I can go fucking have a drink and get some food because I'm tired. After you sit back and then you come home and you go, okay. And then people are like, yeah, you said this. And I'm like, oh, shit, I did say that. My bad. And you address those things. But what killed me the most, and that's why I came on here, was how I got painted out that week. And I know that's not the one thing that he mentioned, but that week definitely did bother me because that's not how it was going down. It was not me trying to be against all the women. I literally just said 2 women, possibly people that were not my women that I was working with. Yes, did I have beef with Tiff at the time? Yeah, of course. But for the bigger cause, I know I'm not getting rid of Tiff. I know that. So yes, I just wanted to talk about that. But I'm going to let somebody else come up and ask a question unless you have anything to say, Shay.
Nah, you got it.
All right, here we go.
I said what I said.
Let's see. I always forget how to work these damn things. Okay. Team North. Team North, are you there?
Can you hear me? Am I here?
Yep, I can hear you. What's going on?
Bro.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. So I've been listening, and I've been listening to a lot of the things you had to say since you've been out of the house. And I'll just be straight up. I was not a fan of your game, and I really haven't been a fan of the way that you've handled yourself out of the house.
Okay.
So
look at this nigga pant. He nervous in the motherfucker.
Like, it's hard to, and I don't want you to feel like I'm coming at you.
No.
But
listen,
you are.
Can I say one thing? I'm a real person. I'm not
Sure.
taking it. Your tone. I'm not taking it offensive at all. I'm here to.
Do I have a bad? Is my tone bad?
No. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Okay. Don't. I'm not coming at you.
Okay.
I definitely want to hear what you have to say, and then we can have a conversation, and then maybe I can clear some things up, or if there's anything that you felt like I said. I love that. I'm a very open person. I'm not the type of person that's like, I don't think I'm always right. I don't think I'm always right. So I'm always here to listen. So please be real honest with me. I'm always here to listen.
I know who that is. I'm chilling.
So I think
that's why I'm on mute.
When it comes to the part about
you
being
bait me.
misogynistic, I think you completely disregard the fact that you disregard the contributions of the women, and you want your contributions.
This nigga's a man speaking for a woman.
They are more front and center because
a man speaking for a woman ain't misogynist.
So I wish that you could see that you were there, you were a part of those conversations, but there were other people doing a lot of work, like a lot more leg work than you were doing. And in the postseason, I feel like you have really wanted people to give you your props, but
they said he did nothing,
like,
nigga.
For me, I didn't think you did that much. There were moments when you did things and did certain things, but a lot of stuff was overshadowed. And I wish that you had approached the postseason a little more grace. Even though I know you're getting hate from left, from right, from middle and center, and so
I know you're getting hated on left and right, but bro, don't give a fuck.
Like in this conversation,
be nice to us
anyway.
anyway.
You're here to listen and you're doing all this. But I don't feel like you've had that energy really at all, because you've been very defensive. You have been very bust. Like it's like every time somebody has something to say, you just want to be like, oh, you just a broke bitch. Oh, you ain't been on TV. Oh, it's this and that. It's this and that. And it's like, we're never going to get anywhere if you don't actually listen to what people have to say. I do understand that Big Brother Twitter is crazy. And people are very slick at the mouth, and they have a lot to say, and it has to be very overwhelming to receive any and all of that. So I do try to give people grace on that front, but I wish that you specifically would take a step back from your own ego and your own personality and be a human for a second and actually take in what people are saying to you, because
let me just interject and say this. Let me just interject and say this right quick. What is Derek supposed to do before he even got out of the house and they were lying on him? They were lying on him before he got out of the house. So what was he supposed to do about that?
Where were the lies, though, is the question.
Yeah, we got receipts.
Let me just interject. I'm just gonna call you North because that's
fine.
Your thing is.
You can call me North. That's
all right. So North, let me say this. You know, when I got done doing Big Brother, I made sure automatically, okay, which I made sure to apologize to Ozzy and Tiffany that I felt like I did wrong to. Okay. I had private conversations. I also made it public. I also did it on live. I did it for months. Okay, and I understand it takes a whole, you know, if people are also offended by what I said, it takes a while for people to, you know, I understand as humans, they might not automatically be like, oh, I'm forgiving Big D. I understand that, okay? Where I'm getting is that over the course of months, when you sit there, and we're all human here, we're all sitting here behind a TV, behind a computer, or behind a phone right now, we're all human. When you sit there and you're sitting there and you're trying your best to be positive and things like that, and you constantly get put down, like if you're a child, like if you don't have a voice, people don't want you to talk or say anything. You have to understand also that instead of me sitting there and fighting back, sometimes I'll just say, in the past, and I really haven't said that in a while. I probably said when I first got out the house, because when you first get out the house and people start coming at you, the Philly nigga inside of me is like,
the Philly has jumped out quite a bit. I haven't followed you, I haven't really kept up, but you always end up on my timeline and I see it, and I'm like, why does he do this? Like, can you just...
But why don't you go investigate, idiot?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I'm here to listen to you, and I appreciate your honesty, and I appreciate you breaking it down to me as how you see it, so I can understand.
This is live shake cam of the
thing about it
Twitter
is that
space.
when you're on this type of platform and you're dealing with so many people and so many negative comments and so many things where you go, hold on, that's not even what went down, and people are like, no. You know, I went to an event one time where a person came up to me and yelled at me and told me to say that I'm delusional and that I didn't do anything and you didn't play the game of Big Brother. Like, and you're looking at them like, because I did not win a comp? That's why everyone has different points of views of how to play games. And I also want to say this. I've had conversations with all my castmates, and there's so many things that we sit there and laugh about and go, I didn't even know you even did that. And I go, they didn't even know I did this, or things like that. Even when watching, or even when finding, you know, clips that you guys sent to us on live feeds, things that we did not know. I made sure to take that time to give everyone credit and say everyone did what they were supposed to do. Now, because I didn't do that publicly all the time, I'm not here to bow down and kiss everyone's ass and be like, oh my God, you did so good, you did this, and blah, blah, over and over again. If I told that person, hey, you know what? I might have said this at the time, but I'm giving you credit for what you did in that moment. That's what you were doing. I didn't know that because I was over here doing this. You get what I'm saying?
And that's why, sorry to cut you off, but I think that's why people call you delusional, because you don't take into account that you're not the only person playing this game.
Right.
And there were people doing things. There were people really making true plans that you may have had a thought, but if you didn't.
Can I ask just one quick question? North, can I ask you one quick question? I just want to ask you one quick question. Did Derek volunteer to go on the block for Ozzy?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the point. They were constantly saying he didn't. Taryn literally said he didn't. He said Kylan had to convince him. That is a big lie. And so when Derek goes around saying that he actually volunteered, let me finish. Just let me finish, and I'll let you go. When Derek comes out of the house and hears, and people go, he goes, I went on the block for Oz, and people go, no, you didn't. It's because the biggest media source in the Big Brother community said he didn't.
Understood. I think, and from Taryn, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Taryn because I do think that he's biased at times. I do think that he has a level of understanding of the game where he doesn't fully take into account what people are dealing with in the house. He's very game bot, and that's hard for me because my entire presence on Big Brother Twitter has been to look at this game from the perspective of minorities, specifically Black people. And I have a lot of similarities to you, Derek. And before the season started, I was so excited for you to be on this show because you were the first person to represent the person that you are, and I was proud of that. I was excited for that. And I had conversations with people previously saying we need to see that, and to see it finally happen was exciting. But I do think that I don't think that you did the best job that you could, and I wish that you would have taken advantage of that opportunity even more. And I don't think that you have to win competitions to be a good Big Brother player. I mean, we can look at Dr. Will, we can look at so many players who don't play a comp game, but
Derek is the first person since Dr. Will to get to the final two without winning a comp. Derek's the first person since. Go ahead.
Shay, just do me a favor. Let him finish, please, and then.
Right. When I'm getting interrupted, I appreciate you stopping it there.
Just please finish. Finish your statement. Go ahead.
No, but specifically though, when it comes to you,
so I'm checking his ass next time he cut me off.
You were playing a very personal
I'm gonna check
game.
the fuck
you
out.
had a close relationship with Ozza. You were on the same team, and it was a lot easier for you to not want to see Ozza in that emotional state and to make that decision and to be a part of that, other than doing it for specifically strategic reasons. And that is what people. It's hard to map your game out because sometimes it's hard to see what you are really doing strategically
that doesn't make sense.
for the game, and not just because, girl, I'm back here on the couch, I ain't trying to listen to her cry all day, let me just go up on this blog.
That doesn't even make sense.
There's a difference between those things. So it's like, it's hard to know. And so, go ahead.
No, please go ahead. I don't want to interrupt what you were saying. I just want to be able to answer to that. But go ahead.
And I'll just say, I personally want to see you be a better person in this community. I don't want to see you silence yourself because I don't ask that of anybody, but I do want to see you have some more self-awareness with the way that you affected people, and that you really did offend people, and that you really pissed people off, and that there's a lot that you haven't accounted for because of your personality and the way that you want to protect yourself, which is understandable. And I hope that you are mentally well, but you have to understand. No, and I don't mean.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hold on. I just want to ask a question.
I did not mean.
No. I'm not.
That's overboard.
I know. I appreciate the love and I appreciate you. I hear it in your voice. You're sincere and I get that.
I wasn't. It wasn't shady.
No, I know that. Here's my question. What do you think that I have not accounted for that I need to address?
Thank you. Name one thing.
That's where I'm just trying to
name one thing.
Because when I'm thinking as you're talking, I'm replaying. Okay, what things I have said, and I'm trying to figure out what do I need to be like. What do you think I haven't been accounted for?
I won't even say that you haven't accounted for things. It's just the way that it's just the way that you address it and the way that you go about it. It feels as if you want, from my perspective, like, I'm outside the house. I want to have these opportunities. I don't want people to be mean to me on Twitter. I want to move on. But sometimes it seems like you're just doing it for show, in a sense. It's not the most genuine thing. But I wish we would have a full conversation. And this isn't the forum for it because I know I'm unprepared. I don't remember what happened to be
because I'm prepared. So I'll check your ass if you lie.
I was hearing some of this stuff and I was like, come on now. Like, I just feel like you get very defensive. But I feel like I do respect the way that you've handled this because I will own up to it. I have been very anti a lot of the things that you've done and a lot of the ways that you've presented yourself. But I also do respect you as a person because you are a human being, and I wonder if you're mentally well. I want to show respect to them.
I respect
you. So I do appreciate you listening, but I do hope that you have a lot more self-awareness in the fact that other people were playing that game, and just because that's how you see it, and how some other people that were pro you see it, don't mean that is always the truth.
So I just want to say this: in Big Brother, everyone played their own game to their best abilities. Also,
He got
it's
it.
a reality show. Our job is to entertain, play a game, and try to get to the end. Coming outside the house, there's plenty of things that I think everyone in the game of Big Brother, in the history of Big Brother, does not address or say. Okay? I think that if you do something wrong to somebody, against their gender or their race or who they are as a human or disability, 100%, if you have a heart and you're genuine, you should definitely apologize for it.
Shout out to Us Weekly.
Somebody feels as though,
I see you, Sharon.
I'm just giving an example. Joe Snow,
We can be friends,
from
I
Big Brother
promise.
68, decides that he thinks that, he
y'all.
played the best game and nobody else played the best game. And he wants to be able to just talk about his game as a game purpose. He's entitled to do that. And people can sit there and yell at him all they want. But as a personal level, if he did something personally or offended somebody, he should own up to that. So I just want to also say that everyone that played Big Brother 23, we all talk. Everyone played the best game they can play. Everyone played different.
I think you could have played a better game, though. I do. I think you have it in you to play a better game.
Listen, I think, I know where I made my mistakes at.
These niggas is wild, bro.
Is not explaining exactly the times that I was listening to conversations, any game moves, while I was doing the things I was saying. Those are things I regret for 100%. I wish I would have explained more about me and Xavier's relationship.
I hope he's almost done.
Hold on, because I'm going to I wish I would have just explained a little bit more, but that is what was presented in front of me and what it was like in the house. I wish I had your eyes and ears of seeing every little thing, but you don't. When you're
exactly, dumbass.
You only see what's in front of you.
Duh.
And what is how relationships, emotions. There's so many things that go in that happen where people don't really understand or get it. That's
right. And sorry to cut you off, but on a game level, yes. But like when it comes to real life and a lot of things that were uncomfortable with the way that you treated people, it doesn't matter if you're inside the house or outside of the house.
What are you talking about?
That just is what it is. So
and I made sure.
I did it.
I'm not sure, but I made sure to address. I made sure to address those things. I definitely did. I made sure right away, even when I was getting dragged from everybody and people that went to go do interviews and drag Big D and say whatever.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes, go ahead.
Do you think you deserve to get dragged?
Do I think I deserve to get dragged?
Come on, man. See that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Question, Shay.
You just sat here and said that he should. You just sat here and said that he should be worried about how he looks to all these people and all this shit, and then you turn around in the same breath and say, "Well, don't you deserve to be ridiculed like this?" He does not deserve to have people to tell him to kill himself. And I didn't hear a lot of people saying nothing about that either.
Nobody deserves that. That's not what I'm.
Then where were y'all at? Then where were y'all at?
This is why a conversation with you doesn't go very far, because
I've never talked to you in my life, bro. So don't do that. I've never talked to you in my life, bro, so don't do that. Don't lie on me. It'll go left. Don't lie.
We know it'll go left. It always does.
Bro, chill out. Chill out.
Let me just speak. Shay, mute, please. Thank you. Let me just say this.
Lying, bitch. Pull up, bitch. You fucking liar.
Do I think I deserve to get dragged?
Fucking pussy. You fucking lie on me again, bitch.
How people took it or how it was said. Absolutely, I understand, because
I ain't never talked to your whole ass because you scary.
Especially if you were offended by something I would have said. Absolutely, I understand that. Where I was getting at is that for someone to get dragged to the point you told me I should have a voice, right? I'm telling you that it's impossible for someone to have a voice when they constantly cannot speak or say what's on their mind, or say, hey,
I don't think that's true.
But I'm just, I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. You
have a voice right now.
And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. But on top of that, even when
I really just want you to say that we're right. And you're all the way wrong. That's all I want from you, Derek.
I shouldn't have to get on live space and be able to address every little thing. If I sit there and say something like, hey, that's not what I meant by that, this is what I meant by it, it's like no one sees that tweet, right? No one sees that tweet, and then
That's why I can't have a conversation with you. Who the fuck are you, nigga? I don't know you, bitch.
Everyone doesn't think I said it or addressed it or apologized or something like that. That's what I'm getting at. The things that I have did wrong or said, I have addressed. I don't expect people, and let me say this, Norm, real quick. I don't expect people to. I'm not expecting all these people to be like, oh my God, I love Big D, I forgive Big D.
I don't know this nigga. Whoever this North nigga is, I don't know this nigga. He lying. You ain't never had no conversation with me, bitch. This is why I don't fuck with y'all. Y'all such liars.
People are gonna have their favorites, and people are gonna have the people they don't like. They're gonna have their villains. They're gonna have the people that are just like.
But don't lie.
Everyone, it's just like how you have your sports teams. You have your sports teams you like, and you have your sports teams you don't like. Okay, so I hope over, and I want to make sure, if you get a chance to say something else before I go to the next person, because I don't want to cut you off.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I want people to understand
Kick rocks,
that
bitch.
I'm not here to address every little thing, because some of the things, like even the conversation I had with Tiffany, and me and her.
Nah, don't worry, shit about to get
We're
interesting.
going to talk about it publicly because we felt like that was something that we need to do because it was between us, and people don't know the ins and outs of the things that how me and Tiffany were and the emotions that we were going through. And I made sure to say, hey, I did apologize to Tiffany, and she said yes, he did, but I didn't go into details of what I apologized for. But people are
none of your fucking business.
Me to apologize for it because now I'm in the real world.
Would
I ask you to tell me? Like, hey, you had a conversation with your friend. Could you tell me what you apologized for?
They don't like me because I don't do that passive aggressive disrespect. I call it out.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what the people want. They want, because it's reality TV, and because it's a TV show, and because y'all watched us for months. At this point, you guys are not used to being cut off to conversations. So now that you guys,
that's not it.
Mm-hmm.
We want humility. We want.
I'm gonna say this: if you ask everybody in that cast, even if Big D said things that you guys feel like you didn't like,
Big D don't y'all shit.
I still had a big ass fucking heart, and I hope over the course of time, and I want to give you a chance to speak. I hope over the course of time you see that. If not, I can't do nothing about it.
Nigga, he not apologizing to you. Get the fuck off the phone.
No matter what, and that's where I was getting at. I came on here just to really just address something I saw for that week. Yeah,
we talking about specific receipts. You up here talking about, don't you think you deserve to be show some humility to being lied on, nigga?
Something I knew when I got out the house. I understand it's old.
But I'm a black man.
That tells you how
that makes it worse.
I don't really watch everything that bloggers and podcasters are saying. I do make sure to address, like, if somebody says something in my cast, I'm like, oh, what's going on? What happened?
Okay. I get that. I do think, like, a lot of us have been watching Big Brother for many years. So you're only one person out of hundreds of people that have played this game. And we've seen people in and out of that house. And so a lot of us, especially people that come at this show to watch it from a point of view to really understand and to map how things move, a lot of us don't want to be angry. We don't want to dislike people. We don't want to see
Who gives
issues.
a fuck what
so
you
something
want?
Does happen where somebody
this is delusion.
And they bring
you should play Big Brother according to what this nigga wants to see and deal with on Twitter, so it could be a nice time for him. Are you fucking insane?
It's rare that we see somebody that we feel
this nigga crazy.
Something off potentially. And so and I'm not speaking for Taryn, but I don't think Taryn is completely unreasonable in a lot of his takes sometimes. I think if you had a conversation with Taryn about any and everything,
that is speaking for Taryn. That is speaking for Taryn.
No, this is speaking for North, who has an understanding or a thought.
And I'm listening. I'm listening to you, North. Please go ahead. Please finish. I'm listening.
So I do wish that I would
stupid
love for you
motherfucker. Words mean things, you dumbasses.
I mean, bring him into a space like this, but not in an aggressive way.
He can speak for a thought Taryn had. This nigga crazy.
I would love to do. I would love to do it. I would love to do that. I would love to do that, and I do have to move on. There's no
move. Get out.
I'm not. I love your realness.
Hang up.
I appreciate
Fuck
you telling
that
me
nigga.
all that. I would love
Adam,
to
tell that nigga to hang up.
I don't know how you have a conversation with someone who has already had conversations with, other castmates.
You're doing it right now.
But hold on. On top of that, if I don't need me, this is just me. I don't need to. If someone takes the time to put a whole video together to explain how many lies or details and things like that, when someone does that, I don't feel the need to take the time to like, oh, let's have a conversation and meet up. I don't think we need to at this point. I think the person already made up their mind to how they feel and what they think. So
that's incorrect. I am that person. Like, I have a podcast where I had a lot of not so nice things to say about a lot of your game, and I stand
This
by
nigga
my
searching
perception
for
of the
DF
entire
hate
thing.
clout.
So if you want to have a
If
conversation
you like hearing
publicly
DF
about
hate,
somebody,
follow this
I think it's
nigga,
only
bro.
fair to give that
This
person the
nigga
right
weak
to
as fuck,
respond
nigga.
and not try to make it into this war where you're calling somebody out for their opinions or whatever. I don't think that's a mature way to handle anything.
No, y'all, you hear this? This nigga wants to be able to lie on whoever without being checked for lying. These niggas are nuts. These niggas are psycho, man.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you. And
These niggas are crazy, bro.
If you post some clips, like you post all these receipts y'all are talking about, and it sparks things for me, I would love to have a deeper conversation with you on my podcast.
Don't nobody give a fuck. Fuck you, nigga. Nigga, you can't run with us, nigga. We had the most views, nigga. Get the fuck on, nigga. Well, thanks, but no thanks. Suck my dick. You ain't got no permission to use any of my footage. I catch you using any of my footage. Copyright strike, you hoe ass nigga. Don't touch my shit. The answer's no. You got me fucked up. You fuck you. Don't try to son me, nigga.
Things like that. So, North, I appreciate you. Please have a great weekend. Be safe.
You too. And Shay, no hard feelings. I don't operate well in stress. So, yeah, y'all have a great day, and I hope this conversation goes to a positive place. All right, y'all have a good night.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
I have no beef with you at all, North. Appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, respect.
You can't use my shit, bitch.
Okay, all right. Let's get to
And I know you heard it.
Hey, Derek. Thank you for letting me in.
Absolutely. How are you?
Not bad.
Tactical nuke incoming!
I'm glad you love it. Especially because it's summertime, baby.
Right. I've got a question for all 300 plus people listening right now.
Yes.
Okay. What more did this man have to do?
For basic
Came in
respect.
second place. How much money did you win in that one column?
Put the Bubbas in the chat.
I think it was 7,500 in the one comp.
Okay.
Everybody was upset about, and they could have sent me home, but I was like, I don't know.
You're gonna walk out of there with something.
I mean, I'm gonna walk out here with something. I mean, as a game
Right.
because usually
You
people
walked
that
out with a
take the
lot,
money
nigga.
usually go home.
Almost
You know,
100
they
things.
make
Okay,
it.
so you won 7,500 in that one.
Yeah.
What else did you win?
And then shit. Was there something else? I can't remember. That's how you know I'm not really like.
Okay. I did.
Second place was 75,000. So I mean.
There you go.
Well, okay, so he wins, call it 80,000?
Yeah, 85,000, something like that.
Okay, 85K, and my math, not my strong suit. But, alright, so, 85K.
Yeah.
What more do they want you to do?
Okay.
I don't think you came in second place, playing basically the same game Dr. Will did, with less lying, in my personal opinion, less lying than Dr. Will did.
Right. Absolutely. I think let me hop in. I think John, I think the thing about it is I don't think that it's what else I can do. I think it's that once you have a person that you are in love with and stand and you're everything about that one person as a player, just like, you know, if somebody told me Beyonce can't sing, I'm ready to be like, what? You know, like, because people are obsessed with certain people, they get to
and I can respect that.
Right, and I respect that, but then they
Deep breath, Gunplay.
Be obsessed with that person, but don't come over here
Two
and
of
mess with the person you don't like. You already said what you had to say, but then it gets a little bit too crazy. I think for me, when I came on here, it was literally because Shay showed me that video,
Right.
that I did not know that this person put together a list of things that I lied about and then presented it to everybody, and then everybody automatically is like, yes, he's right, I agree.
Right.
And you're like, whoa, y'all don't have the whole story, and I didn't even get a chance to even speak on those things, to even have that negotiation and argument, because he decided to say that and then go to the players that he likes and talks to, and did not take the time to talk to me afterwards. Now, we understand, after we get done the show, everybody has to do all these damn podcasts and interviews and stuff like that. We don't know half the people we're talking to. We don't have all the information, nothing like that. But still had conversations with people on the cast after they got home and had the time to figure out all the details, rewatch the show and shit like that, but never took the time to come to the person that they made the video about.
But Derek, my question is not for you though. It's for all these clowns on Twitter that are saying you didn't do anything. You didn't. All you did was sleep. You're a flop or what?
Right.
Delusional. Big delusional.
Let me
you came in second place, walking out of the house with 85K.
What more do you fucking want, man?
I don't want to call them clowns because they're all.
I will. Y'all niggas is clowns, nigga. That is the official stance of the Real Late Night Crew. The bulk of y'all are clowns, bro.
Everyone has a heart.
Do something.
Everybody has their feelings. Everyone's entitled to things. I try my best not to
do something.
Go low. I try my best to just either ignore or move on, or address it and have an open conversation. And that's what I'm trying to do. And yes, that question is valid. I don't. The thing I want to get to is that I don't need everyone to like me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I just need people to respect me.
That's it.
And then also not tell lies. But the game of Big Brother, if you're in the game of Big Brother, you're supposed to lie, and you're supposed to get there, and you're supposed to, or you might be a person where you don't have to lie and play an honest game, like Ozza, which you did great, and you don't have nothing to worry about. But
which is why I said you told less lies than Dr. Will.
Right. So for me, it's one of those things where I'm just trying to get an understanding of how people think. I'm also trying to understand how I'm learning. I'm not. Whoever people believe in above or whoever or things like that, I believe in God. So for me, I'm not God. I'm not sitting here saying I'm right and everybody's wrong. I've never thought that way. I think I'm very humble. I think I address things right away. When I was wrong, I made sure to apologize to those individuals. I think I also took the time to apologize to people that might have been offended by things that I said, and also things that were taken out of content. I think it's just very upsetting when you have people from the late night crew that sits there and they're like, yo, we have all the clips that you said this and apologize to this or address this, where people on these bigger platforms that have over 30,000-40,000 followers only show one side and don't show the whole side. To me, that's wrong. That's what's wrong with reality TV and shows and things in general, because people don't show everything. Well, and especially a game like Big Brother, where if I have the live feed and they only had the edit of the show, you would only be going off of my word. Where the live feeds, you have some of it, and then unfortunately, I'm sorry, don't want to hurt people's feelings. I don't want to make people upset. The live feeds are not always fucking on. That's just how it is. Just how it is. That's how life is. But it's just crazy. It's crazy to me. But please, that question, maybe somebody else will answer that question for you. And like I said, I'm not trying to bring up a bunch of people at once, because that's the last thing we need to do, because I can't control all that.
Can I just say one quick thing, Derek, pretty please?
Yes.
Number one, I want to apologize I definitely wasn't trying to overspeak you in any scenario. I want to definitely apologize for that.
Oh, good. You're good. I don't want you arguing with them.
I don't want that. And you're right. But my thing is, the reason why I'm like this is because this is what we've dealt with for a whole year. and it's based off complete lies. That's why Derek is we're literally talking about clips that Derek has seen, and we've discussed them. That's what, kind of the conversation needs to be around. That's what Derek wants to talk about. So you got it, Derek. Appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you, and like I said, it's not. I'm not here to. We're not here to sit here and bash and fight people. I mean, there's some people that are gonna come on here and tell me to go fuck myself or whatever and say, or some people might be positive, and that's okay. I completely understand that everyone's entitled.
Not
to
on my
feelings.
watch,
cuz
I'm not going for it.
And on top of that, there's people out there, and I don't
The
think
Derek
people
slander is
understand that.
officially over.
If you think about people on these reality shows, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. Half of these motherfuckers don't give a fuck what y'all say and would not take the time out their day to get on a live and talk to you and address you guys that are sitting at home with 5 followers and shit like that.
Church
So
out.
for me, I don't think that way because I'm a human, but also I know what it's like to be on the other side where, oh my God, I wish that
You
fucking,
hear what he's saying? The one nigga that actually come and fuck with y'all, this how y'all treat him.
Answer me and I can ask my question that I wanted to ask them and shit like that, but that doesn't always happen. So for me, I'm very open. Just like when I meet people in person, I always make sure they have a question, anything. But that's also because I have a heart, and I also learned from my father, who is Smoke Joe Frazier, the boxer. So being in that limelight and growing up, I know, hey, you gotta take time to talk to people. Just like my dad used to talk to people that were the drug dealer on the corner, the homeless man, or the richest man in the world, or the teachers. He always took time to talk to everybody. He didn't blow people off, even if they liked him or didn't like them. So that's where I learned that from. So I take the time to, hey, seem like there's a little confusion. Let me try to talk to some people, hear what they have to say, understand their feelings, and not come off aggressive and things like that. I'm still, as a human, just like you guys are human, you're still going to stick up for yourself. When someone's dragging your name, you're still going to stick up for yourself. So for me to be able to stick up for myself, because I know the gentleman mentioned it earlier, that, when I came off the show, it was kind of like I didn't really care and stuff like that. No, I made sure to have those conversations right away with those women that I disrespected. And then also, I made sure in that time when I'm getting attacked, I'm like, who are you guys? I don't even know who you are. So I'm like, I don't really care what you say in that moment. But as time went on, and you sit there and you go, okay, let me try to hear what some of these people are talking about to address them, and also to understand where they're coming from and where I'm coming from, because no one, you can sit here and listen to me talk until I'm blue in the face. We can all sit here and say we have all the opinions in the world and we feel this way and stuff like that. But there's no way possible that you can fully understand what a Big Brother player, a Survivor player, a Challenge player, Amazing Race player, all these other competition shows are going through in that moment, or what they're thinking, because you did not do it or experience it. All you did was watch it, study it, took clips, took videos, but you're not there emotionally. You're not there. You're never going to understand what it's like until you walk into that Big Brother house. There's so many Big Brother players, I used to sit there and be like, can't believe they fucking said that, or what the fuck were they thinking? And then I sit there and go, after doing it, I go, oh my God, I can understand why so-and-so worked with so-and-so, or they did this, because you're not in that type of environment. So, John, that question is good, so I'm going to get the next person.
Yes, thank you for allowing me to come in and hearing me out. Love you, brother. You have a beautiful weekend.
Put the bubbas in the chat.
Brother, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, I know there's one person was sitting here for a while, so I'm going to go to Hope, because Hope has been sitting there for a while. So
good,
right,
thank you.
Let's go, Hope.
Thank you.
Got? Let's see.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Hope. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to bring you up just to join in the conversation. I hope your weekend's going well and you're enjoying your Memorial Day and things like that.
Yeah, it's been great. I have a quick question.
Yes.
What is your favorite kind of soup?
That's a good question. My favorite type of soup would be
shout out to Hope.
Oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite ones. It's so good.
Yes, I love broccoli cheddar. It's so good. It's so good. Do you have another soup that you like other than broccoli cheddar?
I like chicken tortilla a lot. That's a
that
good
shit is
one.
fire.
Chicken noodles also good.
Okay. Those sound really good. Those sound really good. Okay, and I'm guessing you watch Big Brother, I'm guessing?
Kind of.
Okay. So you just came just to be like, I just want to ask him what type of soup you like.
Yeah, I'm catching up now, so I've seen that
very end of your season, but I haven't.
I
seen the
normally
whole
get
thing,
mad
so
about
I
these.
cannot
This was so
speak to
needed
any of
right
this,
now.
But
No.
I'm very curious about Soup.
Your opinion, listen, your opinions always matter. So, you know, if you ever have a question, please feel free just to ask anybody or whoever you want, you know. But yeah, I think if you watch the whole season, and go back and watch the other seasons, because you really got to get
Come
the
on,
full
cuz,
picture. I
stop.
feel like our season is kind of like the the top of the cake of, you know, why our season was the way it was when you watch all the other seasons. I think you'll get the full, you know, story once you watch the other seasons.
Yes, I'm hoping to finish 20 either tonight or tomorrow. And I also,
good.
certain seasons, I mean, I know who wins.
Of course, but it's good.
I have no idea what's going to happen, which is crazy.
Oh, see, that's good.
And
That's
LNC
always
is the
good.
official co-host of
All
this
right, Hope, do you
discussion.
have any other questions or anything?
Brought to you
Before I move on to the
exclusively by
next
the Real Late
person?
Night Crew. Make sure you hit the
that
like
was
button.
it. Happy
Hit
to
that
let someone
donation link.
else
We got a
talk.
$200 goal today.
Hope, be safe this weekend and be
Don't
careful
y'all
out
want
there,
us to have
okay?
upgrades so we don't have to do a
Thank
ghetto
you.
like this?
No, thank you. All right, I saw this other one. Okay, I'm being risky tonight. I'm picking people that don't got pictures, so I'm being,
shit.
you know, kind of cool, I guess. Hello. Hello. I can't hear you if you're there.
I don't think you let them in yet. Try to let them in again.
All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Mel, are you there?
Hey, Derek.
Shout out to
Hi,
Gunplay.
how are you?
Boop, boop, boop.
I'm doing all right. Just kind of sick today.
Oh my God, I hope you feel better.
I had to jump in because I was getting really upset because these people want to come at you. But see, now I've watched Big Brother since day one, season one, had live feeds for all of them.
Yeah.
You might as well cancel the first 15 seasons from some of the people because there's been others that have spoke way worse first.
Right.
Second, I want to say you have addressed it. You've apologized. You can do no more. They're going to hate or they're going to love. There's nothing more you can do. Third, I want to say I don't give a crap what you said or did in that house, but to send you a death threat goes way too far. And it ticks me off that people out here that think they can just do this to a black man who already faces enough to have this on them.
The Mac 11
is
off the dresser,
beyond
nigga.
absurd and disgusting. And I'm really sick and tired of this narrative. Like you made it to the final two for a reason.
You damn right, this
Whether
LNC.
people liked your gameplay, whether they understood your gameplay, whether they cared about your gameplay, makes no difference. Everybody that makes it there makes it there. There's been a lot worse out there than
Put the pistols in the chat.
I think that the thing of it is that they want to label you a misogynist because you use the B word. First of all, I grew up in some streets, buddy, and the B word's the nicest of the words that people like to say about people. Okay? Second of all, I am a very
You got to talk to
avid
Redcorn,
of the
Gump, Angela. I don't. When she get like this, I stay out the way.
I was supposed to be at a drag show tonight, but
Sorry.
I'm too sick and injured to go.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, my cousin is a drag king and is amazing. Anyway,
Yes. We love a good drag. Yes.
I love the kings more than the queens lately.
Oh, I definitely get it. It's a lot of work.
But I noticed, in that community, the B word is said quite frequently and very easily. It's just something. And it's not like you only called the women the B word.
I know.
You said it about the men as well.
I think I called Xavier a bald-head bitch every fucking day I could.
And people are just going to run with their narratives the way they see fit.
Right, and Mel, let me say this, because let me tell, first of all, I don't want you straining your voice, okay? I love you. I love you.
I'm so mad, you know.
I know, but listen, let me just say this real quick. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate everyone's support. I appreciate even.
I muted her just because I could.
Say what they say. I appreciate
Shut up, bitch.
and things like that. What I was getting at is that yes, people are gonna have their own narrative, and people are gonna say things they want to say.
I'm petty.
I
That
think
everyone has
for
underestimated
me
my
is,
potential for,
yes, as a Big Brother player,
for
yes, I
just
call
a
everyone
massive
a bitch.
destruction.
But I
Let's go, Bobby
understand
World.
as
21 straight.
I
Let's
grew up in
go,
the streets
bro.
of North Philadelphia. When I was young, I used to sell drugs, get into fights. That's why my parents sent me to military school. I went through some shit. Growing up in the limelight for being Smoker Joe Frazier's son is not easy, especially in the hood when you're fighting every fucking time. Because people want to fight you because you're Joe Frazier's son. So it's like, for me, I'm going to be on defense mode, but I also have a big heart where I don't attack people automatically. You got to do something to get on my nerves or do something disrespectfully for me to attack you. But the thing about it is that the society that we live in now, I feel like, especially this community, and I know it's not going to change and things like that. Yes, you're right. Yes, people do tell me to go kill myself. Somebody literally told me the week that I was going through that shit for no reason. Remember, I got attacked for no reason. No reason. Literally told me, you should go be a whale, go get in the ocean and fucking drown yourself. That's a funny scenario. It's funny how they put it, but someone's telling you to drown yourself. You're like, what the fuck? It's crazy.
I hope that everyone has underestimated my potential for
I feel as though that it's okay to tell people you're delusional or call me a flop or say whatever. Maybe there's a block button for a reason, and I use it often or on a regular. But I think there's a line that's been crossed. Now, another thing that I've realized is that I think there's a problem when people sit there and put words in somebody else's mouth or paint a scenario out, just like people that go through the justice
shit, he just
system
opened the
as
door.
black men
There's
and black women
here it comes.
that go through the justice system where somebody sits there as a lawyer, paint them out to be something, and then
I
everyone
hope that
believes
everyone
it,
has
and this man
underestimated
goes
my
to jail or
potential
woman goes to jail, and then they're in jail for life. Shit like that happens, and then we're trying to get people off the death penalty that didn't do nothing wrong because they're innocent. So for me, I felt like there's some man out here who literally just putting in his scenario what he thinks and how he feels, and then saying what he saw, and then you sit there and you're like, did I really say that and do that? That's not how the conversation went. And then you find somebody else was like, no, here's the timestamp. Here's what you said in the bedroom. This is what you said. And then they show it to you and you go, okay, so I'm not going crazy. That's what I said. But why did somebody on a big platform decide to paint you out to do that and then not give you the chance to even address them or say anything? Now, I hate that.
Let me stop you there.
That's all I said.
Let me stop you there because the simple fact is, this same person obviously goes to bed before it's late at night. So obviously they're missing quite a bit of context, or
because all the shows come on early in the morning.
Missing something. Because this said person has done this for multiple seasons. They pick a favorite, they stick with that narrative from their favorite's point of view.
Bar these niggas out.
Don't ever stop to think about this. Now, this is a white man who does not know what it's like to live in a black man's body. Now, I'm Native American, so I completely understand that I
Part
can't
Hawaiian.
grasp what it's like to be a black person. However, I do get told go back to my own country quite often.
Right.
Fucking savages.
So, for me, you're a white person sitting in a privileged world to say anything negative about a black man, to lie on a black man, which is all these Karens and barbecue Beckys out there.
Oh, shit.
Lying on a black man, to
She
me,
going off the glass,
just
nigga.
shows that you are, for one, picking a narrative maybe, because I'm being nice.
Right.
Because for two, I really want to say you're just not educating yourself. Don't ever lie on a black man. They have enough of that already in society. There's already the racists rooting against you. You don't need a white man, for one, to take up.
Right.
But you don't need them to pile on.
I think, yes, and I think that's what
Bars gonna play.
I think that's what I'm getting at. I think
Bars.
there's a scenario.
Hold on, bitch. Hold on. Hold on. Shut up.
What I said was wrong.
Shut up. Let that marinate, gunplay.
Do what I need to do.
Let that marinate.
Somebody adding
Let that marinate.
On top of that,
those are bars.
Sitting there, sitting there making it way more than what it is, or sitting there making it like,
take a breath, gunplay. Them the bars.
Like, I didn't say that. That's where I was getting at. But absolutely,
we don't need you to take up for us. We just don't need you to pile on either.
I just hope that over the course of time, what I'm hoping for is the next group of kids that come in.
That's my treasure, nigga.
Jump down the road. wait until wait until it's something that it's like vile, you know, like some of the things that we attack people for. You're like, baby, what are you talking about? It's not even that deep. Like, you know, some of the shit is crazy.
And it's not like he just lied on you, but he's also let a panelist literally say the first winner, who is going to be a black person, is a flop. I don't care if you like their game or not. Don't ever speak that onto a black person just because you sit in a white privileged woman world. Sorry, Karen, but you better go sit down.
That's a block.
Somewhere.
And one. Basket's good. Foul number.
Nothing.
This nigga.
I know. I hope that
like this on a black man.
Right. I know people want me. I want to say this, Mel, because you're done talking. Because I don't want you cracking your voice. So I want you to have a good weekend.
Shut up, Gunplay.
Fun tomorrow, the next day, because I know you couldn't go to
Gunplay.
the show. I just
pull out.
You know, I just want to say this. It's just.
If somebody tell Gunplay to pull out before this bitch be pretending she don't hear me. Bitch, you hear me. Pull out.
My thing is that I'm not gonna have a conversation.
You did it, Gunplay.
Reach out and say we need to sit down and talk.
Get out.
I don't need that, because if this person was willing to sit there and put words in my mouth and paint a narrative and put clips together and then sit there and go with it for months when I couldn't fight back for myself.
Put them pistols in the chat though.
Even after the house when I got out, even if it's a recap or whatever. I don't need to reach out to this person and be like, let me have a conversation. I'm just going to do you how you did me.
Nah, Rhonda.
That's how I feel, because I'm just kind of like, I'm not wasting my time for it. Fuck you.
Exactly.
Right.
He got a gunplay meter like I got.
Me coming to sit down with you is an honor.
He can smell it.
Because I'm sitting down with you because you want to be on Big Brother and you never will be on Big Brother.
I'm cutting her off.
You owe nobody nothing.
Right, that's my thing. So for me, when everyone's like, you should have a
conversation. If y'all niggas think I won't kick Gunplay, bro, y'all don't know me.
I would have a conversation with you guys because of the
just
fact
want to put that out there.
Me having a conversation with
if
y'all
anybody in this motherfucking
different.
chat thinks for 1 second I will not, as co-host of this chat,
might say something
drop,
or something like that. For me, I'm
Gunplay
like,
out of this motherfucker, bro.
I saw what you said. Let's have a conversation. He used a platform that he has built over years, and people are so into a zombie effects with him, where they listen to everything he says. He used that platform and drag black men just to be like, because they're men, I'm still gonna drag them. And I'm like, but we're black and we're playing the game, and this is the first time all these black people made it towards the end and picked his favorites and then went for that. Here's my thing. I have no problem with dealing with hate. I think the line that was drawn is where you lie and you put a story out there.
I said.
It's not just lying on you, it's lying to all these people.
No, of course.
Watch all the feeds.
Of course.
You know, he's supposed to be updating people on these feeds because they're not able to watch. And if you lie on them, that what happened on the feed, you're putting that in their heads.
Right.
Therefore, these listeners or followers or whatever, they're being painted an image that isn't true, accurate, or even fair. And I'm sorry, but I had to speak out today. I don't care how sick I am. I just think it's insane, and I think it's ridiculous. And I think before he speaks, he should go back and watch the feeds himself. What he's missed, maybe go on a little later in the day, so he can catch up on what he missed out on. Because I don't like it being told to all these fans who don't watch the feeds, who won't get the truth. Because there are littler channels
over 300 in there
that speak the truth, that do speak on what's really going on, who show receipts, who show the timestamps,
and only 2 people in charge.
Everything, and they're getting crapped on because of the fact that this bigger podcaster thinks that he can just speak his narratives onto other people, and they blindly follow in an echo chamber that if you disagree with them, you're the one in the wrong, and you've got to be a racist, or you've got to be a misogynist,
or you got to be part Hawaiian.
You don't agree with that narrative. And that's what I needed to say. But no matter what you get said or done, you not deserve a death threat.
Mel, I'm giving you a big hug. I appreciate you.
I love you,
I want you to go get some tea and relax and maybe have a cocktail.
Yeah, please get some tea and relax. Thank you, Mel.
And I appreciate you.
Get off the phone, bitch.
Like I said, I know people that are watching. I know people that have my back. And the thing about it is that this is not.
Nah, we don't do cancel culture. Remove that from the chat.
I'm just, even when I bring up random people that I don't talk to and things like that, and they have questions. Just like, you know, the guy North had questions, and you know, he said
Nah,
how
Annie,
he
you gotta
felt.
sit that.
And I appreciate
We
that,
don't do
because
cancel
then we can
culture.
have an open conversation and we can agree, or we can agree to disagree. But I want to be able to help people and help myself understand how somebody's thinking, or what they're going through, or what's on their mind, instead of sitting here going,
You can disagree on opinion,
not
but you
understanding where
cannot
their
disagree on a
frustrations come.
fact.
Right, not understand where their frustration is.
Ocean's
Just like
12.
you know, somebody told me a couple weeks ago, which I was shocked, you know, because I don't like to speak the person's name. You never apologized to so and so when you know, did that thing, and sadly,
This
it's
nigga,
like
she
no one knows the whole story. But
Angela, I'm
Shay
gonna
knows
beat
the
your
whole
ass. I
story.
guarantee this is what she's
But
looking at.
no one knows the whole story, but
Keep going,
for
right?
public reasons, and also because I don't want other people to be offended, and people felt like, you did something wrong, and I'm like, you know what, I can see where I did wrong at. I made sure to apologize, but because people didn't catch me apologize, they automatically took it upon
Rob has a
themselves. When
podcast.
something didn't work out in my favor, they all decided to jump on me because they think that I still have a problem with this person, when I go, I don't even know who this person is because they're blocked, and I don't really care. And I've also apologized and moved on, even though I never got a chance to tell the full story, because if you got the full story, you get it. But I'm like, I don't even need to do all that because it don't matter. Somebody was obviously offended. Cool, got it. Let me move on, because I really don't care about that person that much to make a storyline, if that makes sense.
Well, like I said, you can disagree with opinions, but do not disagree on facts. And that's the problem that I have, is that they're putting out things as facts that are not facts. Right. And that's what they need to stop doing. Don't do that to a black man. Don't do it to anybody. But especially don't do it to a black man that's already facing enough.
Right. And I also want to say this, guys, in case y'all don't know, I am the blocking king. So every time y'all say something I don't really
I'm
care
with you,
for,
cuz.
it's different if you want to come and have a good conversation with me.
I'm with you, cuz.
But other than that, no.
All right, hon. You have a good night. I'm out.
All right, baby. Go get some tea, okay?
Shout out to Gunplay! Boom, boom, boom! Put them pistols in the chat.
We're not going to be here all night because it's a Saturday night. I want people to go have a good time, enjoy their Saturday. You know, I'm not really going out till tomorrow, but I just want to hop on here and give people a chance. Hello? Is it Titan? Is that right?
Yes, it's Titan. Hello.
Hi, Titan. How are you?
I'm good. Before we start everything, Brian Scally, I don't know why you have me blocked, but like, if you could unblock, that would be great. I just wanted to say that first. Second, I wanted to address something.
Now, wait. Hold on. If I have you blocked, did you say something that caused me to block?
No, not you, Brian Scally.
Okay, did Brian say something that caused me to block?
No, like him blocking me. I want him to unblock me.
Oh, you talking to him? Okay.
Okay.
Hold on, I was confused.
Okay.
I want him to finish.
Oh shit. Unmute.
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so anyways, ignore that.
Okay.
The first thing I want to get into is something that you said earlier that kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Bitch, we knew you was there. Shut up.
TV people, and I just like. It's just the fact that you're saying and perpetuating that, like, these people who go on Big Brother, The Challenge, etc., are now suddenly, like, gods and, like, above us all. And I know you probably didn't mean to say it like that.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want it to come out. No. I don't want it to come out that. No, I'm sorry.
I know you probably didn't mean it like that, but that's the way it came across. And I just want to, like, acknowledge that, like, the only difference between people who go on Big Brother and The Challenge and all these different shows is that they were just chosen to do so. They didn't possess any like high talent and like singing,
no, Christy.
or anything that
Unfortunately,
was, like,
no.
something that separated the rest of us. Yeah, they had a great personality and other factors of why they were chosen, but I really want to make sure we keep that. These reality people are not gods.
Right.
And
so let me say this: we're
all regular people just like us.
I'm so sorry.
I just want.
I can't believe she said that. Not
point and idea is across to you that you guys are not like any different from us, really.
Okay, let me just say
that's just the first thing I want. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I want to hear.
Absolutely, because I still want to make sure we get to other people. But let me just say this: I didn't mean, as you said, I'm glad you addressed that because I never wanted to come
LNC exclusive. Derek Frazier, Big Brother 23. First black man to win second place and the creator of the Cookout.
I don't think that all you guys have ever probably got a chance to talk to half of the people on BB or people that you're favorites or people that might not message you back, things like that. That's what I meant. What I was saying was for me, and maybe some other people do it, I don't know everyone's life. For me to take the time to go, just like, for example, I'm talking to you, I don't know you, I'm taking the time to talk to you because
we know what time it is,
might not even address something you might say. They might just ignore you or don't care. So what I was saying was, hey, I'm just taking the time to understand because I really do care about what you guys say because I have a heart. Some people will be ruthless and be like, I don't really care what any of these motherfuckers say.
I appreciate it.
That's what I was getting at. Like, for example, Kim K don't care about what any of us say. And I wish Kim can hear what I want to say. Or maybe give me an opportunity to ask the question and things like that. But there might be another person out there who's like, I actually talk to my fans. I actually message them. I actually retweet. I actually talk to the Big Brother fans. Things like that. That's where I was going with.
Yeah.
And if it came off that way, that wasn't the case at all, not even close to it. I was just saying that, yes, and I will say this, people, these shows, I wish they were easy. They're not easy. You do have to have some type of talent, which might be your personality, or it might be skill sets that you need to possess as selling yourself or being able to have maybe, a background about yourself, maybe a certain job. There's a lot of things that go into it. Trust me, it's not easy. I mean, people fight forever to go on reality TV. I know people that have tried out 8-10 times to be on certain shows or want to be on something, and they don't get picked. And they still don't get picked. I met a guy in Wawa
put the pistols in the chat
a month ago who was like, I tried out for Big Brother so many years, and now I'm 50 years old, and I never got a chance to do it when I was in my 30s, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But obviously he didn't possess what they were looking for. So I don't want to I want to make sure we give credit.
Hit the like button or I'm turning this shit off.
I might not be able to do it. Whatever you do for a living, I might not be able to do it. But guess what? They gave you the position because you can do it. You have the talents that I don't have.
Thank you.
100%. Okay, so
yes, go ahead. What's your question? Because I want to get through. I'm sorry. I don't mean to talk. I want to make sure I get to some other people so we can get this done. I just wanted to open up the floor and give people a chance just to talk, and let's just all have a friendly conversation.
100%. So my question based on what happened to Big Brother is about Hannah. So throughout watching the show, especially in the beginning, and I guess towards a lot towards the end as well. You were very dismissive of Hannah, and that kind of extended to all the women of the Cookout, which I think is a reason we're saying the things about misogyny, that they were getting this feeling and this image from you that you were being
Hannah does not represent all women, nigga.
Instances where you would ostracize people, for example, like Hannah. You wouldn't take her seriously. You wouldn't take in the ideas that she would present and all the things that she said to you. You wouldn't take them back to the group as if it's like a real idea. You would always treat her as if she was just a child. And I do understand that Hannah was 21 years old when she played the game and was in the house. But Hannah is a very knowledgeable person, and even taking a minute to speak to her, you would immediately understand and get that is the person she kind of is. So the fact that you kind of put her on a back burner, and you very much so uplifted Kyland and Xavier in her place. And you did that again with Azar.
They were in the Cookout before Hannah, though.
With Tiffany did not help that either. But I understand your whole situation with Tiffany. But mine is more
these are the simp ass niggas of the Big Brother community, bro.
And Azar as if they were second thoughts, and as if they were just people who were leeching onto the Cookout, when in fact Hannah and even Azar and Tiffany especially, they had a lot of great ideas and dynamics.
And y'all laugh when I told y'all how crazy Twitter is, bro. It's something else over there, bro. I've been trying to tell y'all.
Single one of you guys,
shit different.
It was a team effort, and that's how you guys all got to the final 6. So I want to know, why did you ostracize Hannah in the time that you did, and not listen to her and treat her as if she was just a leech onto the group?
Yes, absolutely. I would love to answer that. And let me first start by saying this. I love Hannah. Me and Hannah had a different type of relationship in the house. The issue with Hannah was
And Chada was
Hannah
in here at
doing
one point.
stuff on her own.
And so
with
was
the people that
Claire.
she was close with. You know, Derek X, Tiffany, Claire, you know, all those people over there, okay? Where me and Ozzy were on a different side. So, you know, also taking key
Them
that,
shits go crazy.
hey, Ozzy told me Hannah talk a lot. She can't keep a secret, okay? So that played into a key too. So I'm like, I can't really talk game with Hannah because she does talk a lot, okay? That's the impression that we got in the beginning of the game. Remember, we didn't even tell Hannah what the name of the cookout was. If you remember, that was like a whole group decision.
Church out.
So when it came down to Hannah,
I'm petty.
I was being dismissive, like I didn't care what she had to say because she's young. Hannah's the fucking smartest out of all of us. She was a fucking threat. I knew she had to
They
go.
heard me say church out too.
Okay? So for me, I didn't want to get too close because keep in mind, when we get down to the 6, all 6 of us can't win. We're all playing with our emotions.
Gonna play Angela was over here gassing your ass up,
win.
nigga.
So for me, I'm like,
I had to let you rock at that point.
Close because Hannah's closer to Tiffany, which caused me to feel like, oh, I really can't really bang with Hannah like how I want to because she's too close to Tiffany. But once towards the end, when Hannah started, you know, seeing the things that, you know, like Tiffany not throwing the comp and things like that, and we have more conversations, you got to keep in mind, one day Hannah just popped up and was like, I'm living in the Joker's room. And me and Ozzy were like, the fuck? What do you mean you're living in the Joker's room? No, you're not.
The fuck?
It just didn't, it was already too late to make that relationship. You have to understand, everyone had relationships.
Hey, Busy Blue.
And within the 6 had relationships. So our mindset was completely different where it was like, baby, you can't get that close because I might send you home.
Get your whole ass out of here, nigga. You're not allowed to be in here.
So it had nothing to do with
this grown folk business. Get the fuck out, Busy. You are not allowed in anything we got going, bitch. The hell on. You tried it.
Smart, and I told her that all the time. I said, you too damn smart. You too damn smart. I told her that all the time. So, you know, I hope that.
I just had to block Busy Blue out of the space. Oh, hoe ass nigga. Go on somewhere.
Let me tell you where I made my mistake at. Ozzy, and she knows this, and I've told her this, and she knows that. Ozzy was very emotional. Especially when it came to Brittany, especially when it came time to do certain things, okay? She wears her expressions on her face, and she knows that, and I told her that.
Nigga, you tried it. The fuck?
Sat down and explained
no, that nigga didn't.
Moves that I was doing. I did not want to tell her everything because of the fact that I didn't want her to get upset or feel some type of way, like especially things with Brittany. Like I knew times Brittany had to go or Brittany was going to have to be on the block or things were going to not go our way. And I did not want to tell her all that. And
the audacity of that nigga, bro.
I told her those things because that would have caused us not to have that big blow up at the end where I felt like, girl, I don't know what you done because she's not telling. She tells me everything, but not everything.
Didn't I tell you I run this motherfucking little nigga?
That blew up would have never happened if we did have that open conversation. But also, I kept that door a little closed because if Ozzy at some point had to get rid of me before the final 2 or 3, that's what I told her. I didn't want her to feel like she can't do that because if she has to get rid of me at the 6 and her hands are tied, or you know, when a time when me and Hannah were on the block and you know it was her HOH, it is what it is. So I hope that answers your question. I can only give you the best of the knowledge I had, and
Thank
you know, I'm very close. And
nigga,
I'm
I ain't
close
Ozzy.
to both of these women. I have talked my game with both
I'm
of
Shay.
them. There's
Remember?
things that Hannah told me that I go, oh my God, I didn't even know that. And there's things I've told Hannah that she didn't really understand or know that. And to be honest, if you ever talk to Hannah, she would actually, because we talk about it in the cookout group, we were laughing about it.
Because it's what I said, Jalen. They can only ignore it for so long.
Like a whole tree of how we were in
We're
the
becoming
States.
a problem.
I had more ties with everyone in the cookout that was going to set me up to the end. And Hannah said that herself. She goes, I definitely did not see that. So she will actually go to bat for me. But that's something you can reach out and
I
ask
kicked that
her,
nigga
but
smooth
that's
out.
my point.
Fuck.
And same thing with Ozzy. Me and Ozzy talked about
The
it. Ozzy
fuck
knows
out of
that
here,
she's like,
nigga.
50 played a fucking
The
good ass
audacity
game.
of this nigga.
But I think you
Grown
just have
folks
to
are
be there to
talking.
really see all the different conversations.
Get on your
and
burner
things
shit
like
and
that.
sit quietly. Hannah Chada's in
that's
here.
all I have. I hope that answers your question, Taya.
No, thank you for taking the time to answer. Between Aqua and Hannah, who do you think played the better game? Be honest.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna say.
I thought he was gonna get off the phone, nigga.
Okay, it's really hard. Okay, but I'm gonna say this. Woo, it's gonna be hard. 2 different reasons. Okay, I'm gonna say Ozza played the better game as of. Hold on. Because of the fact that she made those deals, she took those deals that would have set her up to get to the end. But Hannah played a better game as of having juries set up for her and the strategic moves that she made in order to help us all get to these 6.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm a hater. Just please stay mad. You guys are like hater on her for no reason. I just want to acknowledge that.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, okay? All right. Shay, do you have anything else? I'm going to, like I said, I definitely want everyone to kind of just get a chance to speak and,
No, all I'm going to say is, the only thing I want to say is after this, I'm going to definitely send you a bunch of Twitter-ready clips so that way you can have them so people can see exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
Thanks for the opportunity, Derek. We appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna do one more person. Let me see here. Hold on, let's see. Let's see. Okay, who's been sitting here for a while? I feel like this person's been sitting here for a while. Oh, it's about to start raining. Okay. Yeah, this is my last person, because once it starts raining, I'm going in. Hello? Oh.
That nigga lying. It ain't even about to rain, nigga. Just tell them niggas you gotta go, nigga.
Muted.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
I'm not going to address your game and whatever. I mean, everybody has different opinions about your game. That's fine.
That's what you want. It's
real upset.
It's an open space.
I'm sorry. It's just you said that Taryn called you nasty names, and I've listened to every minute of all of his podcasts for Big Brother, and he never called anybody nasty names. So could you please specify what you're talking about?
So here's the thing: nasty names can be literally calling someone delusional and a flop. I'm a big person. His friends and them all call me a flop. To me, I find that offensive.
He never called you a flop.
I literally just watched the video of him calling me a flop and shit. I literally just watched it. That's what.
And it was several clips, nigga.
Delusional was, but there was reasons for that, but there was not any nasty names or lies. I mean, I'm just trying to find out exactly what you're...
Let me explain the lie. He basically said that the week that when Xavier won, that I was painting out any woman can be a target. The woman has to go home. He's a misogynist. He painted me out to be a misogynist, which I will have Shay bring that video and I'll send it to you.
No,
say less.
Never called you a misogynist. You had behavior misogynistic.
Hey, bro.
You still have yet to own up to. I mean, you can say if you can apologize to the people and make amends to them, that's great. But if you don't recognize that the behavior that you had that was bad, that was misogynistic, then you can't really grow or change if you're going to...
So you agree with Taryn?
That is not a valid reason to continue to degrade people and insult people.
No, listen, I appreciate your honesty, and, if it came off that way, I apologize. It was not meant to come off that way. It's a game.
Yeah, like I said, I have no problem with people lying in the game, and like you said, I have said, I've called people names, I have made bad choices, and if a camera was following me around 24/7, I would not be thrilled with the world seeing it. Yeah. But being able to recognize, you said that, I did those things wrong, but then more upset about
what I'm saying is
he was saying that things that you did were misogynistic. So you have to recognize that the reason that they were wrong was because they were misogynistic. And just because somebody has misogynistic behaviors doesn't mean that you're a misogynist. It's just you need to be able to recognize that in order to change. And like I said, saying that he called you nasty names or that he lied about you, because those are not things that Taryn does. I mean, you can disagree with his analysis. You can disagree with.
We have video. We actually have video.
Lie or call people names. He is the most respectful.
We actually have video.
Podcaster out there. There's a lot of them that are a lot more biased, but he watches all of the feeds to whoever that lady is.
Hey, cut petty, nigga. He hit her with the laughing emoji.
I don't know him like that, so I appreciate you giving me that information. I'm only going off of, what I saw and the clips that I read.
Well, those are my points. You've kind of gone over. My other thing is, I think that you should go with Taryn and do a deep dive on your game so you can get into all of the details of how you played your game, so you can explain
I agree.
You can both see
I
it.
agree.
You said you've never turned down an interview.
I agree.
So,
yeah, if he wants to do that, I have no problem with that. But what I was saying was, just like any of you guys, if you guys always ask
hello.
For me, I'm not gonna ask him to do it.
Oh yeah, no, there's no reason for you to see.
Right, that's what I'm getting. Like, I hope that makes sense. Like, I'm not asking.
Yeah, no, that I do understand. I thought you were saying that even if he asked you to, you wouldn't do it.
Oh, absolutely.
I understand if you didn't want to go stick it out.
Say something out of bounds so I can kick you, please.
If possible, I would love to have it in person. That would be even better for me. I have no problem doing that. That would be even great. So I can look him in the face and we can have a conversation. Because some things like that.
Talk to Taryn. Set it up.
Yeah, so if he wants to do that, that's fine. But
she don't even know what she's talking about, bro.
I appreciate you telling me that. I'm still working on myself. I hope to get better. It wasn't, like I said, if it came off, like you said, misogynistic ways, that wasn't the case at all. It was literally just game numbers, who's friends with who, and things like that.
Yeah, no, I understand that, intent and impact and all that stuff.
Yeah, and of course I never want anybody
to changing my laundry, so I am gonna go. Thank you for listening, and I feel a lot better now that I got that.
Great. Okay, good.
All right.
Go ahead and end it there, Derek. Go ahead and end it there.
I'm gonna add one more person. Let me see. This person's been here for a while. I'm gonna add one more person, okay?
You like the greatest dude ever. You know that, right?
I know.
I gotta get my clout chase on right quick.
Person. I always try my best to give people a chance. Hello. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can.
Say something slick. Say something slick.
Okay, Derek, I wanted to say that you should be really careful who you talk to.
Okay.
Because Metro D stalked Frazier at their basketball game in 2018 and called Bailey a whore on his YouTube video lives. So you need to be careful who you talk to because he's crazy.
Says the person hiding behind no picture.
Oh God, what? Okay.
This is what we deal with. This is what we deal with.
Okay, I don't know what that was. Okay.
She gone.
Well, I'm going to end it at that, and hopefully this will help everybody. It is. I just hope that everybody understands that. And that's all I can really say. And hopefully everybody has a good weekend. It is definitely just something I wanted to open up the table for everybody and just have just an honest conversation. And everyone has their opinions, and I respect that. I'm not disregarding anybody's opinions.
Follow me on Twitter at Metro D.
You're allowed to do whatever you want with that safe space. If you don't want to hear people, you don't want to talk to people, if you don't like people, you don't want to hear something, mute somebody, block somebody, you're allowed to do all those things in life. So I just want to be able to be like, hey, let's just all have a conversation, because I did not like the things I saw. And I will be moving on from this. I'm open to any interviews, podcasts that people want to do. Just go to my Instagram, message my agent. We can set up something, do something. But I'm not really, I don't want to fight people. I'm not here to fight people. I'm not here to defend, what I did. You guys saw what you saw. You liked it or you don't. You respect it or you don't. Only thing I didn't like is just when someone lies and puts together a scenario that wasn't, when they don't know all the facts. And especially me being a black man, especially me being a gay man, I also want to say I am very happy that someone big, gay, and black won a competition, and that was Frank from the Circle, and I'm very happy for that. And I'm going to leave it at that. Shay, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your help. I appreciate everyone that listens. I appreciate everyone's support. I appreciate people just coming on and just saying things. Like I said, I don't know everyone's past history. I don't know people that have beef with anybody. I don't really ask those questions. If someone's willing to sit there and defend me and show me things and help me when everyone is attacking me, I have to go with that. Because that's only one person who showed me that I'm not crazy and that I'm not fucking delusional and I'm not a flop and all this other shit that I get called all the time, or, you know, doesn't tell me that I need to go kill myself, or, you know, doesn't tell me that I'm trying to make up storylines because it's BB time. When, tell you the truth, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Y'all can tweet me about BB24. I was talking to Tiff about doing this show. Me and her were going to do. I don't know, because I just want to take a break from that, you know. So I got to think about that, because I don't even think I should even say anything. I don't think my opinion matters. So that's how I feel. But everyone have a great weekend. Enjoy your time. Shay, thank you at the Late Night Crew. Thank you. Thank you everybody for listening. Like I said, this is not for me to bash, cause an argument, make a storyline. I don't need a storyline. I don't need any of that. I just addressing one thing, which was just a video I saw about a week of how I was going around and trying to point fingers, and I didn't like that, because that's not how it went down. And I saw the video for the first time, so I had to just address it and give people a chance to talk. So I appreciate all that. So thank you guys, and have a great evening.
Peace. Shout out to Derek Frazier. Put the boxing gloves in the chat. Let me turn my mic back down. Put the boxing gloves in the chat. Put them in the chat. Hey, we not afraid of y'all. Why don't y'all tell them the truth about Swaggy C? He scammed a cancer patient, bruh. We've been over this. That ain't gonna work. Me and Derek ain't got no partnership. We ain't out here making money together, nigga. That's just my homeboy that I saw they was lying on. My homeboy that I saw they was lying on. What you mad for? We don't mean shit over here.
Here's the problem. Kevin became cancer-free.
That's y'all nigga. That's the nigga you want to come in there and try to cape for. He quit, remember? I can't believe you guys. Come on, man. You got to watch out who you... Bro, I let her go. Y'all saw I had the shit in my hand. I let her go. Get that shit off. Get that shit off. And when you really think you getting it in, she gone. Oh, yeah, because the Late Night Crew, we were the co-hosts. So, shout out to Sharon Tharp. Shout out to Bubba. Shout out to Gunplay. Shay, this is why nobody can have a conversation with you. Who the fuck has ever tried to have one with me? Nobody. None of you niggas have tried to talk to me, bruh. That was the most outrageous thing said in that entire space. Outside of Busy Blue, I'm asking you nicely. This is harassment. Stay out of anything that has to do with us. You are not welcome in any way. So fire up them burner accounts, nigga. But when we catch them, they gone too. I thought we don't run shit. The fuck you doing in anything we got something to do with, we don't matter. I saw the whole Twitter was there to see, look at the top of the mountain and see the real late night crew, nigga. And y'all wanted to come up and say something so bad, but you knew I would check you. No, this nigga didn't slide up in this nigga out. No shame, these niggas. No I told y'all we gotta start bringing shaming back. Shit used to work. This nigga's like, well, when y'all get all the clips together, send that shit to me, and then maybe if it piques my interest, I'll do it. Excuse me, nigga, fuck you. I ain't putting shit together for you, nigga. We don't work for free for you, nigga. We don't work for free. Derek, our homeboy. We don't know you. Derek don't own that footage. Derek don't have all that vault. We got it. You ever realize Taryn don't show y'all now clip of the show ever? There's lots of shit he can show without copyright. I do it all the fucking time. That North motherfucker. This nigga try to act like nigga, you don't know me. Don't call me by name, because I don't even know who you are behind Team North. Who the fuck are you, nigga? I have a podcast and blah, 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 blah. Well, I ain't never seen you in the top podcast, nigga, so you gonna have to be more specific. All y'all niggas do is try to dick swing on me, nigga, and then now y'all niggas mad. Big mad. Okay, Edward, let me ask you this, Edward. What was the discussion? See, this is where some of y'all that be fucking with me start getting finicky. Cause here comes the other side where they're gonna start being like, nigga, why didn't you dress Derek down about dressing down about what? This wasn't a conversation for that. This was a whole conversation about something else. There's called time and place. This is why I'm trusted, and I'm not trying to be no dick, and I ain't trying to swing, but this is why I get to move differently than all of the other podcasts, because I know how to conduct myself in a way. Bro, when you get behind the screaming and bitches and smoking weed on the cam and learn how I work behind the scenes, that changes every motherfucking thing. It's another nigga you dealing with. It's not the same guy. It's not the same guy. But they don't believe that. So they want me to change who I am on air first. Then they'll give me a chance. Maybe. What kind of shit is this? I'm a grown ass fucking man. These look at these whores. I'm a clout. Listen to this bitch. Let me give you the clout you want, whore. Let me dress this whore down right quick. At Cracked Reality. This is a perfect username for a stupid bitch like you. Cracked Reality. That's what's wrong with you whores. I'm not afraid of you bitches. Y'all don't put $1 in my pocket, nigga. Not one. I die tomorrow, y'all laugh like I was Kevin Samuels so I could give a fuck, nigga. Now what? Do something. Rat mouth ass whores. Let me give you the fame you really want, bitch. Metro D is a bum. Thank you. Cause that's my other job, bitch. Metro D is a bum who calls black women whores, spread lies about their miscarriage, and stalks her and her husband. Get the fuck out with that bullshit, chasing clout with BB alumni. That's why you gotta switch accounts, cause you have no clout, bitch. You need me right now. Let me give it to you, bitch. Let me give you all the motherfucking clout you want. Come get it. This is all you want. I stand on the truth. I go nowhere, nigga. This my block. I run this motherfucker. Ain't shit you motherfuckers can do about it. Nothing. There ain't nothing you motherfuckers can do about it. I run this motherfucker. You understand me? I run this bitch. Do you get it now? Do you understand? Do I make myself clear in this motherfucker? I'm about to shut this 24 shit down, nigga. I'm about to shut this motherfucker down. Oh, God, I am. I'm gonna shut this. You should have never let me get a house, bitch. You should have hoped I was still in this garage, motherfucker. You should have hoped I was still out in this motherfucking garage. You fucked up again. You niggas fucked up again. You niggas fucked up again. You fucked up again. You fucked up again. You fucked up again. You should have let me die in that fucking desert, nigga. I swear, God, they should have let me die out there, God. They should have let me die out in that motherfucker and they didn't. God, they said I was never getting out of this garage, God. They said I wasn't even getting out of the car. They told me I wasn't getting out of the car. It's on. It's motherfucking on. You bitches won't smoke. It's on. Lie on some black men this season. See what happened though. At the end of all this shit, lie on one motherfucking black man that come in that house and see what the fuck I do. Lie on one. Lie on one. I dare you. But if you go in there and sell us out,
here's the problem. Kevin became cancer free.
I'ma be on your ass too. This my block, nigga. Deal with it. And I'm reporting you to Twitter. You out. They'll see that shit and you're out. Bye-bye. That'll cost you 72. Can't say shit like that. That's why you won't get no Twitter response. But I got all the smoke for you over here where I run the world. Oh my God. Shay's in power? Well, remember back in BB20? Nigga, what? Bitch, when?
Because I play college ball. I am a Division I basketball player. You're not talking basketball with me. That didn't go well.
Is this your king? Where he at? Tell him I want to talk to him too.